Welcome to Tap Time TLC Training. I'm Janice Gibson, your host for these monthly Energy Meridian tapping classes. This month, we will examine the body's response to sensory input. EMT, it's an energy vibration balancing thing. Come discover how energy meridian tapping, aka tapping or EMT, plays a role in neutralizing havoc-raising frenetic energy and vibrations that flow through your body. EMT restores balance to your body's energy system, often within minutes. Simply put, when your body is in balance, you feel better. So let's get started. I've got a question for you. What do your emotions, energy vibrations, and your central nervous system have in common? Well, they're all connected and directly related to how you feel. And it's time to pay special attention to how you are feeling, because it's a major key to your happiness and well-being. Want to know what's up with the fingertips you just saw floating up the page? Stick around to find out just how important your fingertips really are. Emotions create energetic vibrations that are transmitted to and from our brain, or from our brain and throughout our body via our central nervous system. Some of those emotions make us feel really good, and others make us feel just plain awful. Emotions are sometimes triggered by our brain and its capacity to remember. And sometimes our feelings come about by our five senses. The things we hear, taste, smell, touch, and see all play an important role in how we feel. This diagram depicts the flow pattern of sensory input as it goes to and from our brain and to each of our five senses. Sometimes our body's energetic response is triggered by one or more of our five senses, and other times they are triggered simply by remembering something from our past, or using our mind to imagine something, like in meditation. This is a diagram of the central nervous system. Our brain processes all of the messages it receives as they travel up and down the nerves that run throughout our energetic body. Whenever we experience a triggering event, or the brain sends a message to the body as part of its normal function, those messages travel through our nervous system. Some of those messages are passed along without our awareness. For example, we breathe automatically because of the silent messages the brain sends back and forth to our respiratory system. And sometimes, the messages that travel throughout our nervous system are in response to an emotion we are experiencing. For example, when we are fearful, we might get sweaty palms, shortness of breath, or even feel lightheaded. This happens because our body has received an energetic or vibrational message as a result of a triggering event. Our nervous system operates automatically 24/7, 365. Sometimes the messages we receive make us feel good. These messages we tend to like. But when they make us feel mad, sad, lousy, or downright horrible, we usually don't like them very much. Here are a few examples of some very common human emotions that we tend to dislike: anger, grief, hate, pain, revenge, fears, etc. The three most important things to remember about feelings we don't like are: 1. Everybody. Boys, girls, moms, dads, bosses, and teachers. Absolutely everyone experiences them at one time or another. 2, these so-called bad feelings won't last forever. Thank goodness. And 3, energy meridian tapping helps you process these feelings, often within minutes, so you can begin to feel better. The healing begins the minute you start tapping on the energy meridians of your body with your fingertips. But before we talk about how to feel better, let's spend a moment acknowledging that we sometimes feel pretty awful. You cannot fix something that you haven't acknowledged as a problem. This is why we begin here. This picture highlights some of the strong feelings people often experience when their emotions are out of control. Unfortunately, these emotions are often so upsetting they can make you feel like you're in a nightmare. As we go through life, at some point in time, each of us will experience these types of emotions, and they won't always be nightmarish, thank heaven. We just need to feel them so we can heal them before we move on. When we are feeling badly, there are 5 simple steps that we can do to prepare for a tapping session that's designed to bring our emotions back into emotional harmony. First, you need to admit to yourself that your emotions are out of balance. Next, you need to identify the prominent emotion that you are feeling. If you're angry, sad, upset, or embarrassed, what is it? Sometimes you may be feeling more than one emotion at a time. If this is the case, and for this technique, work with the most prominent emotion. Your next step is to identify what did or didn't happen that has triggered your emotional response. That is, if you can. Because sometimes we feel badly, but we can't identify or recall an event that triggered the current feeling. If this happens, don't worry about it. Just proceed to the next step. When you get this far, it's then time to decide if you're really ready to change your emotion. Trust me, there will be times when you won't be ready to let go of your feeling. If this happens, honor the truth of that for yourself. What you may want to do is to set a timer for 20 or 30 minutes, and during this specified time, give yourself permission to have a private pity party. Then when the timer goes off, promise yourself you will stop and do whatever is necessary to table the emotion for a while. When you've calmed down and when you're ready to change the way you are feeling, it's time to begin an energy meridian tapping session. There's magic in your fingertips, so use it to feel better. If you don't take the medications your doctor prescribes, they can't help you get better. If you aren't tapping on the things that are bugging you, you aren't tapping into the magic of EMT, and you're not balancing the frenetic energy running through your body. Either way, the results are the same. When you do nothing, nothing changes. This picture depicts a selection of different emotions. Toward the bottom of the ladder, I've listed some of the emotions that we usually don't like. As you go up and down the ladder, the emotions gradually change to those emotions that most people really like, such as love, empowerment, freedom, and joy. When it comes to emotions, we are always standing on one of the rungs of the emotional ladder. It's the nature of life and our very existence. But that's not the reason I'm showing this to you. It's really important to understand and remember the point I'm about to share with you. It's impossible to go from the bottom rung of the ladder to the top rung in one felled swoop. It just can't be done. And it's also impossible to go from being entrenched in depression, despair, and or grief to being overwhelmingly joyful and love-filled in just a few moments' time. Please remember this because it's vitally important to your healing journey. When working with your emotions during your tapping sessions, strive for mood improvement without holding an unrealistic expectation for an instant cure. Always remember, baby steps are great, and some improvement is fantastic. Your goal is to be feeling a little bit better than when you started your tapping session. Got it? Good. And when you combine this concept with perseverance, over time, you will achieve emotional balance. Some things will resolve quickly, and others may take some time. So be patient with yourself and the process. When the energy of your body is flowing smoothly, your body is in balance. And when your body is in balance, you feel better. And when your body is functioning at full capacity, you're healthier. Bottom line, it's a win-win situation no matter how you look at it. I tell my clients that feelings are not right or wrong, they just are. And what they are is vitally important to your health and well-being. Make a commitment to change your mindset. All you have to do is think a little less and connect to your feelings more. Your feelings will tell you when you are out of balance. When you are stuck in your head and begin thinking too much about why you're feeling badly, you become trapped in a cycle of discomfort. When you change your mindset, as recommended, and add in energy meridian tapping, you'll set yourself free. Start by training yourself to be mindful of your feelings and any incoming messages being sent to you by your body. And when either are uncomfortable or unwanted, stop and remember that you've always got access to the healing potential of EMT that's hidden in your fingertips. Are you ready to bring EMT to your emotional rescue? If so, then check this out. We help people learn how to tap their troubles away with EMT at www.emtforfosterfamilies.com. Visit our website and register for our free tapping toolkit. It will give you complete instructions on how to do energy meridian tapping. And once you're on our list, we'll keep you in the loop regarding our free monthly training classes. Thanks for watching our video. These monthly trainings are free to everyone, whether you're in the adoptive or foster care communities or not. Join us again, won't you? And please share this video freely. Until next time, I'm Janice Gibson, the EMT Empress, reminding you to tap your way to a great day.